Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new furniture for your living room, your dining room, your bedroom, even a comfortable new mattress. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
You're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
gonna let you go.
Good evening. Good evening and welcome to JV Productions as we've got ourselves some baseball today. It's going to be a fun one as we've got Gavin Moore pitching today for the Wildcats, and then Southside Mavericks are joining us here. And joining me here is also Mr. Jackson. Thank you for joining us.
Not a problem, Connor. Good to see you today. Good to see you. Hopefully the the Wildcats, my bad, will have another good outing like they did yesterday against these Mavericks.
Tell us about that.
I'm sorry?
Tell us about that.
Yeah, yesterday Ross Felder threw a no-hitter, walked 5, and Har-Ber beat Southside, 8-0, I believe. Cole Carlton had his first home run of the season. Offense looked good, defense looked good. Pitching was excellent. Like I say, Ross with a no-hitter. We're ready to go today.
Well, you'd hope so. Southside Mavericks, nothing to scoff at. Still a respectable team in baseball. We know it can change no matter what the teams are. It's just how the game is played. You're going to have an off-pitching day or an off-hitting day, and it can be like that.
Yeah, I think we've seen that the last 2 weeks. First against Springdale and then against Fayetteville. Day 1, Har-Ber has looked really, really good, and day 2 had some problems. I think we're switching up today a little bit on the lineup and on the pitching. Gavin Moore's starting today rather than Austin Jones. We'll see how Gavin did. He had a good outing Saturday at Ozark, Missouri. Threw 30 pitches, got his bullpen in and work in that game.
It's going to be interesting to see as we are up and going here today, as we've got number 10, Allen.
Yeah, Zeb Allen is the leadoff hitter for Southside. Zeb's a UCA commit, a senior, plays center field for him. Really good player. That no-hitter yesterday. The hardest hit ball was by him, and Luke Cornelison made a highlight reel stop at third base to preserve the no-hitter.
You like to see it, as now that's a routine out by the Wildcats. Now you've got Pruitt up here, number 7. That's going to be, nope, Jackson Pruitt. There it is.
Yeah, Jackson Pruitt's who we got here today. He's a junior, plays shortstop for him. 2-hole hitter, so you got to think he's one of their better guys. Looks like a foul ball there. Jackson let me know yesterday. He, in the past, has played a little quarterback for Southside. He let me know yesterday that he'll be back in football this year after taking a year off. That'll improve the Southside team.
Gonna need some improvements. Didn't have the best of football seasons this year.
Say it again.
They didn't have the best of football seasons.
No,
this year.
they beat Har-Ber, but so did everybody else. But they were not great.
Everybody but Springdale.
Yeah, everybody but Springdale. If you're going to win one, that's the one you want to win.
That's exactly right. As you have him more with the pitch, gets hit again. Should be another routine play for the Wildcats, and it is. So right there, Moore has set up the Wildcat defense to do it exactly what it needs to do 2 times in a row.
Oh yeah. You know, the defense played a little better yesterday. You know, and we switched things up a little bit from the last couple of weeks. You got Henry Acuff playing second today as opposed to catching like he did last week.
Another hit, but should be, nope. That was a good hit. Got Jeffrey Zachary where he wasn't. Henry to second, and that's going to be a double right there for Sorg.
Yeah, that Dave Sorg there. Dave's a UCA commit. He's going to play a little first base. Not a UCA commit. He's an Oklahoma commit. My apologies. He's going to play a little first base for them today, and he's a solid player. They were hoping to get him back on the mound around this time. He had Tommy John a year ago, and they're hoping to get him back on the mound before the season's over.
That's Luke Jackson now up to bat. His first one's going to be a ball for Gavin Moore. He's got 2 outs on 2 routine plays, but he's allowed a hit in Sorg. Sorg hit it pretty much where you want to hit it. Zachary edged over and just got it in that little hole.
Yeah, it just hit it where they're not. That's baseball in a nutshell right there. You know, nice play by Sorg. You know,
and he got it to third as well.
Yeah,
third on that one.
You know, wild pitch / pass ball there between Moore and Chola. So it looks like someone just got a little crossed up there. But, you know, it's okay. No big deal.
Wildcats look to move on. 2 balls in the books. Now a strike in there for Moore. 2 outs on the board, so the Wildcats have 1 on third, looking to get out of the inning without a score. Got him again, did Moore. So now a 2-2 count with 2 outs on the board.
If this is a pitch you want to get the swing on or get the out on, you sure don't want to go to a 3-2 count right here. Action pitch right here.
That one is going to be a ball, so we'll send it to a full count, 3-2, with 2 outs on the board for Moore.
Yeah, it looked a little outside from here. I will say that Lucas Jackson there, the hitter, hit one out last year against Har-Ber to win a game. Har-Ber's kind of pitched away from him yesterday and so far today. Not going to allow him to beat us again. That's what it looks like. He walked 2 or 3 times yesterday in that game.
Interesting. Yep. He will walk again. As Jackson will head to his, Jackson will head to his base. Now Beeland will walk up to the mound.
Courtesy runner number 19 in for Southside.
Cade Wehunt.
Yeah, Cade Wehunt.
Now Beeland up to bat. Hits one right over to Zachary. And there you go.
Routine can of corn there. Jeff makes a play, and Har-Ber will come up to hit.
As there you go. So Moore does escape the inning with no runs scored by the Mavericks. That'll send us to a quick break. We'll be right back here on JV Productions.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
Brown warming up on the mound here.
Yeah, Brown's committed to go to ASU Mountain Home and pitch next year. Played a little third base yesterday. Velo looks to be pretty good. Solid pitcher. Needs a little bit of development. That's kind of been the Southside story this year without Sword pitching.
And you see two similarities between the Wildcats and the Mavericks, that both of their pitchers today will not be batting for the respective teams.
Right. I mean, you see a lot of DHs in high school. It halfway surprises me today for Southside, given the fact that the pitcher batted yesterday when he played third base.
As we are getting underway, I think the Wildcats going to start their lineup today with Felder.
Yep, Felder, Keller, Cornelison. Same lineup the Wildcats have had the last, probably 4 or 5 games. Kind of settled into that, I think.
Which is kind of what you want to do. I mean, you want to start off with one of your strongest hitters in Ross Felder, and then continue it with some other power hitters in Keller and Cornelison.
Right, I agree with that. That's good lineup construction. You don't want to put your worst hitter at the top and your best hitter at the bottom, for sure.
Felder done a good job at the at the plate this year.
Yeah, doubled yesterday against Southside. Solid line out there, straight to the right fielder. Once again, part of baseball. Sometimes you hit it solid and it goes right to someone.
Sounded like a good hit for sure.
Yeah.
Now Keller going to look to avenge his teammate.
Keller's been warming up here the last week or so, also at the plate.
Warming up right now is Brown. He has already thrown an out and a strike in 2 pitches. That one gets away from the second baseman, or the shortstop, I should say, sorry. And that will be a single right there for Keller.
Yeah, I think the official score gave that an error on the second baseman, but
second baseman
puts Keller aboard with 1 out. I think it'll be interesting to see how Brown deals with a base runner. See a lot of guys at this age struggle with holding runners.
That one thrown a little outside. Corneliuson with the good eye. One count, one out on the board. Safe was Keller. The speed of Keller being shown off right there for the Wildcats.
Yep, Keller's a good base runner. Solid throw by Jackson there, just not in time. I believe the count's 2-0. Is that correct, Connor? I know what it says on the board, but I believe that was just the second pitch.
Huh? Might be. I'm getting dust blown in my eyes right now, so can't really see.
It's for sure windy out here today. Wind's blowing out to left field. Looks to me like that could be a short home run porch today out into the campgrounds.
Trying to look us up some stats here. Here we are. So statistically, you want to look at it, you've got 3 of your strongest batters by batting average in a row.
Right.
Keller with a 3.54, then Corneliuson with a 3.75, and then Jeffrey Zachary with a 3.56. So you've got a pretty good next 3 after you start off Ross Felder.
Pretty stacked. There's a single by Zachary on the first pitch. Gonna score Keller.
There you go. The Wildcats start off aggressive, hitting that ball and get a score already with Keller and 2 on base. That's how you want to start a ball game.
Oh yeah. Definitely want to score in the first inning if you can. Put the pressure on the other team to respond to you. Kind of the exact opposite is what happened last week with Fayetteville here at Har-Ber.
Caleb Chola up to bat. He has a 3.27 batting average.
Chola's been a solid clutch hitter this year for the Wildcats. Good move batting him here 5th.
You start your lineup off strong, and you think if you're the Mavericks, you're going to have some ease getting into the bitter, but no, you don't. You got Cole Carlton after this, then you've got Sprague ready to go, and more.
Yeah, there's just not a weak spot in the Wildcat lineup when they're hitting. They're starting to round into shape doing that. They scored a bunch of runs this weekend in Missouri, a bunch of runs yesterday. Looking to kind of continue that this week.
2 balls on the board and 2 people on base. As Chola got a little jumped the gun.
Yeah, good cut. Just tipped it a little bit. He was right on it, just missed it.
2 Wildcats in position. 2-1 count. And another ball thrown. So now a 3-1 count. This is definitely a hitter's count.
Yeah, definitely a hitter's count. Looking for 1 pitch here. Be interesting to see if Har-Ber puts the runners in motion here.
Nope. There you go. And now you've got bases loaded, and the man who hit a home run in the previous outing between these 2 teams is now up to bat.
Yeah.
How scared are you right now if you're the Mavericks?
Well, I mean, Carlton hit a ball hard yesterday against Southside's best pitcher. Got it out of the park. Solid base hits, what you're looking for here. Solid contact, and hopefully move at least one more runner in this inning.
All you need is a single to score 1. So
exactly. Even a sac fly gets you a run here.
as Cole, middle name Meat Carlton, hits it pretty high. That might get. It will. Should be a base hit. That should be a single. But it gets Zachary in as well. And there you go.
Yeah, it looks to me like shortstop Pruitt threw that one into right field for another error on Southside. Fielder's choice gets Carlton on base. Har-Ber scores 2 off that, and it looks like we've advanced runner to third, so we have first and third right here. Witchin running right now. That's right, we're Witchin running for Chola.
It's going to be difficult for me to see here as I'm kind of getting blinded by the dirt.
Yeah, it's a little windy, like I said earlier. Our vantage point outside, there's definitely a little bit of dust being blown around.
0-1 count, 1 out on the board. The Wildcats have already scored 3 runs. And they are really checking Cole Carlton at first base.
And Cole back in easy. Probably should get another step out there. See if he can advance a little bit on a ball to right field, advance to third.
Buries it in the dirt.
Lucas Jackson, a nice block there.
1-1 count. And a strike down the middle. Now 1-2. Definitely a pitcher's count.
Yep, Sprague's got to be in protect mode here.
That should advance Witchin home, and it does.
A wild pitch there. Ball in the dirt, advances Witchin home, like you said, moves Carlton to second. Another run sitting there for the Wildcats if Sprague can deliver.
Two count, 1 out on the board, so even if Sprague doesn't deliver, the Wildcats will get another shot. It jinxed it a little bit right there.
Yep, a nice pitch by the pitcher. Sprague strikes out, brings up Dylan Gibson. Gibson had his first career home run over the weekend at Kickapoo. Absolutely unloaded on a ball. I'm not sure it's come down yet. Then he made a brilliant play in the outfield to save a grand slam for Kickapoo. He's been on fire here recently.
Oh, 1 count, 2 outs on the board. The wind is getting a little too much right now. Glad we didn't set up the tent today.
Well, yeah, me too.
Kind of looked like he was about to bunt that one.
Yeah, I checked his swing. It was high. Just high outside the zone.
1-1 count.
Another one high there.
Gibson's kind of letting it come to him right now. Just
exactly.
Not really forcing it.
Exactly. He's in a good spot mentally right now, too. I mean, really been hitting the ball well and really confident at this point.
They call that a strike, even though Gibson had to flinch a little bit to get past it.
Yeah, I mean, in that count, we don't have a problem with a take there. Gibson Gibson thought that ball was a little inside, but, you know, it is what it is.
In this situation, are you swinging for the fences, or what are we doing here?
We need to be putting the ball in play, hopefully over to right field if we get a chance, if it's a good pitch, which it wasn't. So,
yeah. Now you've got a full count, and against a full count, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can let it come to you, or you can just try to swing.
Well, I mean, you got to be anything close. You can't leave it in the umpire's hands here. You got to, especially after that call on the second strike. So we'll see how it goes here. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss by Gibson. Not happy about it, as that'll send us to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history. At least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
Sorry, welcome back to the Har-Ber Mavericks game today, as we've got ourselves some fun action. The Har-Ber Wildcats leading by 4 against the Mavericks, 4-0 our score. What's been the secret for the Wildcats so far?
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt that that Southside had a couple of errors that inning. Both those runs scored on one hit. So, you know, Har-Ber's just got to keep doing what they're doing, play a little defense. Hopefully more will keep throwing strikes. They'll be in good shape right here.
Or just throwing it where it can be hit to routine play.
Exactly, exactly.
And a good breaking ball by Moore.
One of those deals where part of baseball is there's one hitter and 9 defenders. You don't have to strike everybody out. Pitch to contact, let your defense play. Just like that.
That should be an easy single right there for Cravens. Yep, it will be Cravens that hits that one as a single for the Mavericks. And now we're going to see Zimmerman come in.
I mean, nothing wrong with that pitch by Moore. It's just part of the game. You're gonna give up a hit every now and again. He'll shake that one off, and we'll see what we can get. See if he can pitch him up a ground ball double play here.
Another strike for Moore. He's been throwing it decently accurate on the game.
He's been solid. I mean, lots of strikes today. Fastball has some zip on it today. Talked to him yesterday. Said he'd been up to about 88 this past summer. I would suspect that's not quite there, but you know, probably in the 85, 86 range right now.
A lot of speed behind it. That's more than I can drive my car without getting caught by the police, so I think that's a good amount.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely throwing hard. And just to be honest with you, based on what I've seen the last couple of days, I'm not sure that Southside has more than 1 or 2 guys that can catch up to that velo. So to me, it's just a matter of throwing fastball strikes.
2-2 count now.
Zimmerman just missed that one.
Extends the count. Again, pretty much identical situations.
It's a good job by Zimmerman staying alive there on that off speed.
And he knows those were going to be strikes, so he had to swing.
I agree. I mean, that one was at the top of the zone, but you just can't leave it up to the umpire.
That one not going Har-Ber's way. That'll go down as a ball. So now we've got a full count, 3-2.
Looked a little outside to me.
Moore steps off the mound.
Some confusion with the pitch that was called right there. Moore wants to throw what he wants to throw here to feel comfortable.
Checks the runner at first. Three-two count. Got him. Does more.
Like I say, just rock and fire today. Rear back and throw some fastballs, see if they can catch up.
Windell.
Brings up the DH.
Yep, Windell, the designated hitter, will come up for the Mavericks. You know he can hit it, obviously, if they've got him designated for it. One-oh count. Another high one. They're going to have a meeting at the mound.
I think Coach Helmkamp may have noticed something in Moore's delivery there, something mechanical that he wants to visit with him about very briefly. Try to get him to focus on a little bit. Looks to me like the meeting may be a little bit more in depth than that.
Yeah.
The whole defense is gathered around the whole infield, rather, and seems to be discussing something that he specifically wants here.
Number 2 for the Wildcats, Coach Helmkamp. I like how they give them numbers. It's a cool thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And as happened a couple of weeks ago, when you go on the road and a player forgets his jersey, Coach Helmkamp can hand him over the jersey and let him play still.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, he pulled on his windbreaker a couple of weeks ago and let someone else wear number 2.
Does that mean, I wonder, could they retire a jersey of a coach?
Oh yeah, I mean they certainly could. The Royals, for example, have Dick Hauser's number retired.
Huh. There you go.
That's just one right off the top of my head.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
As that one will be 4 balls in a row. Gavin Moore will walk Windell. He's a designated hitter, so one of the not worst case scenarios you could have gone through right there.
Exactly. I mean,
but at the same time, you do advance a runner to second and now a runner to first.
Right. Just walks are pretty much the chance that Southside has today. Walks and errors. So want to pound the zone if we can pound the zone.
What is the sportsmanship rule in baseball? I know what it is in basketball. It's 30 points or more. What's the rule in baseball?
It's 10 after 5. 10 runs out lead after 5. But I would be surprised if that happens today.
Okay. Well, the Wildcats on pace right now. I mean, they scored 4 in the first inning. If they continue that hitting, then we could see that scenario.
Right. I hear what you're saying, but I suspect Southside's defense will improve a little bit as we move forward, first of all. And second of all, I suspect if we get close to that, we may see some cats get in the game that maybe don't normally play a ton.
Interesting.
It's a good-looking pitch right there.
Did they call that a ball?
Called that a ball.
Ah.
They called that a ball. I guess it was a bit outside.
Thought it was pretty on point, but now a 1-2 count with 1 out on the board. Moore against Mitchell. Down the middle, out.
Previous pitch did a great job of setting up that pitch right there. You go off speed, a little out and a little low, and then you come back with a high, hard fastball. Froze the batter right there.
And now we see Allen come back into the ball game, top of the lineup for the Mavericks.
Probably as dangerous a hitter as they have.
No doubt why he's starting out the lineup. Moore a little outside. You could see, I don't know if they would do this, but an intentional walk.
Yeah,
I don't think they might.
I don't think you'll walk Allen to bring up the tie and run to the plate. At least you won't intentionally walk Allen to
you won't intentionally do so, but might happen anyways. You never know.
All right. Moore up to 34 pitches on the day.
Ooh, so he's already reached that little magic number of above 30.
Right.
Three balls on the board, 0 strikes, and 2 outs for the Wildcats and Moore. And he gets a strike on the board.
Yeah, automatic take there from Allen, trying to walk behind by 4 helps to get some more runners on the base.
Well, you get an opportunity here if you do get onto base for Allen to load the bases. As he does right there. You load the bases now, and you put Pruitt in a situation where he could have, worst case scenario for the Wildcats, a grand slam, and best case scenario, holding the Mavericks at bay.
Exactly. Pruitt wanting to probably atone for an error he had the last inning. We'll see how he does with that. Nice play there by Chola on the block.
Yes, Chola getting on the ball in time to prevent the third base runner to get inside.
Yeah, the pitch count for Moore was great after that last inning. Thought he had a chance to go deep in this game. Starting to really creep up there.
That one's called a ball as well.
Yeah, looked up to me. Some of the fans didn't like it, but looked up to me.
Strike right down the middle. 2-1 now. 2 outs on the board.
There you go.
This is a little more
fighting back there with the second fastball for a strike.
He's tied at 2-2. And Pruitt extends it just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, Pruitt's just trying to put the ball in play, be a tough out. that's a solid effort right there.
And that will be no run scored. Great play by Henry Acuff.
Yeah, Pruitt grounds out to the second baseman to end the inning.
As that'll send us to a commercial break. We'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Welcome back to JV Productions and Wildcat Baseball as we're in the bottom of the second. The Wildcats up 4-0 here against the Southside Mavericks after a good ending for Moore in that inning.
Yeah, and looks like the Wildcats haven't gotten anyone up. Actually, they may have gotten someone up in the bullpen to start getting loose. I can't see right now who it is. Have our 9-1-2 hitters coming up this inning, so hopefully it'll be an extended inning like last time. Give our pitcher time to warm up.
Number 18, Henry Acuff, into it, and you see him at second base in this ball game, but he's normally behind the plate as the catcher. But the Wildcats are just in a position where they want him in the lineup to hit the ball.
Well, you need both him and Chola in the lineup, and right now their hitting makes both of them needed to play, and you've got to have Carlton in the lineup as your DH. So just put you in a position where you can play Henry at second, catch Chola a little bit more, and see how things go.
Shows the trust of Helmkamp to be able to move his pieces around like that and trust them at different positions.
Exactly. It's like they're playing Felder currently at first base, where he normally plays on the left side of the infield, and playing Sprague in left field today.
Pop fly caught right there and right by the right fielder. I think it's Beeland who made the play.
Yeah.
And we're back to the top of the lineup in Ross Felder.
Yeah, it looks like the pitcher that was warming for the Wildcats was Ty Ridley, but he sat back down. So appears that Moore will be back in the game for another inning.
That one a ball, so we're going to start off 1-0 in Felder's count.
Popped out of play there.
That one going to pop out of play. 1-1 count now. Another ball, but it was close.
Looked a little high, above Felder's hands there. Good take.
Felder gets another bat on it, but that'll be another strike as 2-2 our count now. One out on the board. Brown coming out with a little better of an inning now. That was some hustle right there.
Good hustle by the right fielder trying to make a play there. Felder fouls it over into the right field corner. It's a good piece of hitting by him just to stay alive there on what was possibly a third strike.
That one high, so now he forces a full count.
Good take by Felder, high and out a little bit.
Looking, like you always say, looking for one hit right here.
Yeah, looking for the pitch he wants. Got to be aggressive right here, though. That is in the gap.
Oh, perfect hit. That should be a double. In a good
Extra.
scenario, it could possibly be a triple, but nope, it'll work out to be a double. Good hit by Felder.
Good hit. He's been excelling in the leadoff position here the last couple of weeks, and just keeps it going right there, just out of the reach of the center fielder Zeb Allen.
And here's Caleb Keller, who had success the last time at the mound, or at the plate, I should say, for the Wildcats, seeing if he can repeat it here. High.
Appeared over the last couple of weeks that Keller's changed his approach at the plate a little bit. He'd been seeing a lot of pitches that he was trying to hit in the left field here the last week or so. I think teams have been trying to jam him. He's been pulling more pitches. We'll see if that continues.
That one a good breaking ball by Brown. Now 1-1 count.
Good looking pitch there. Keller wishes he jumped on it, I think.
Good eye by Keller to leave that one alone.
Just a bit high.
Avoiding the balk right there. I learned what a balk is.
You learned what a balk was, exactly. That was not one there. That was
yes.
Just looking Felder back, trying to hold him a little closer, keep him from scoring on a single maybe. That ball's in the parking lot, down by the football stadium.
Keller extends himself at the mound, or at the plate. Get the two confused, I don't know why.
I feel sure he'd like to pull this ball to the right side, at least advance Felder, even if he makes an out here. Oh, and that would make me wrong as he hits it to left field, fly ball to left field, caught by the left fielder.
I think that's Mitchell in left field. And now you got Luke Corneliuson up to bat. The sophomore for the Wildcats has been very good this season, to say the least.
He's had a really good season. The hitting has really been good, and the defense looks to be improved. He's typically not played third base a whole lot in the past, but that's where the Cats need him at, and he's done a very good job over there.
What's his recruited position?
Say again?
What's his recruited position?
Well, I think he'll play third base. I mean, he's a Razorback commit. I think he'll end up at third base before it's all said and done. But as a younger player, he's played shortstop primarily.
Ah, gotcha. So he's versatile, to say the least.
Right. Cats have a bunch of those guys this year. A bunch of versatile guys that can move all over the field.
0-2 count. Definitely against the hitter here. Got a little bit of routine on the plate, does Cornelius, and every time he doesn't get his way, or not get his way, sorry, doesn't get a hit, steps forward, kicks the dirt up, and then steps right back.
Yep, swiping off the last pitch, getting ready for the next pitch. Routine's important in hitting. Anything that keeps your mind focused on what you're doing.
Still got Felder on second. Out.
Nice pitch there by Brown to end the inning.
What you wanted right there for the Mavericks, but the Wildcats started off hot, cooled down a little bit in that inning, but their defense has been on point, and that's what matters for them right now.
Exactly. I mean, you know, we'll move to the top of the third, 4-0.
As we will take a quick commercial break on JV Productions.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new furniture for your living room, your dining room, your bedroom, even a comfortable new mattress. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Welcome back to JV Productions. Gavin Moore back in the ballgame to pitch for the Wildcats. They haven't pulled him yet. They decided he hasn't thrown enough.
Well, and he's done a pretty good job. I mean, that last inning, got in a little bit of trouble, worked himself out of it. That's what a good pitcher does right there.
And he had bases loaded and avoided a run. That was a very good situation, or not a very good situation to be in, but a very good way to get out of it.
Exactly, exactly. But it looks like the Cats aren't going to give him a whole lot of leash here. They just sent Ridley back to the bullpen to loosen up. I suspect if Moore gets in that kind of trouble again, we may see some relief coming. Big Dave Sorg up to the plate for the Mavericks.
Wow, Acuff with the play.
Nice play.
Very good play by Acuff to kind of look like he stumbled, but he did it on purpose. A little bit of a dive for the ball, gets it to Felder on time, and there you go.
Kind of a dive there by Acuff, not all the way to the ground, but good reaction. Kept the ball in front of him, made the play. Felder makes a nice play on the throw.
There you go. Felder is proven to be a good first baseman.
He's making the plays over there. That's a nice play by Keller there, and just a routine ground ball to him. Good throw to Felder. Retires the second batter of the inning. It really helps Moore with his pitch count.
It does, for sure. I mean, the defense has definitely helped Moore. Moore's thrown some good pitches where it has allowed the defense to kind of get in good positions as well.
Right. I mean, let your defense work. That's got to be the philosophy when you're pitching. Even in the no-hitter yesterday, Felder didn't strike out everybody. A lot of balls put in play all over the field. Let his defense work.
And I mean, that's kind of a differing thing from this game and last week's game between the Fayetteville Bulldogs when they were here, because the defense wasn't really in its momentum.
Well, and it's hard, you know, when you're a defensive player, you're playing wherever out there in the field, and you just stand there and watch your pitcher throw, and it's either a strikeout or walk. It's pretty tough to be ready to go on the rare chance that the ball does get put in play.
Yes.
When your pitcher's throwing strikes and the offense is trying to put the ball in play, it's a heck of a lot easier to focus as a defender.
One-two count, 2 outs on the board. Moore could get out of this inning with no hits. Chola doing a good job of not letting that ball get past him.
Right. I think those last 2 pitches there, you have one high and out that changes eye level high, one low and out. I think we may see something straight and inside right here. Oh,
a little high.
A little high, but definitely a straight pitch right there. Beelan does a good job laying off those last couple of pitches.
There you go. And that'll end the inning for the Wildcats. No hits, no errors, nothing. They escaped the inning with no negative stats.
Yeah, that's a good inning for Moore. Helped him with his pitch count a lot there after that last inning. We'll see if he comes back out for the 4th here in a few minutes.
Well, I mean, he's thrown 2 very good innings in a row. You might want to see him again.
I probably would try to push his pitch count up a little bit.
Yep, as we'll send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history. At least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
Sorry again, forgot to bring my mic down, but now we begin the bottom of the 3rd with Jeffrey Zachary for the Wildcats, a very big power hitter for the Cats.
Zachary had a home run on Saturday at Ozark, day after his 18th birthday. Hit it hard enough that ended up on the football field at Ozark.
Oh, dropped. But they played it, so no, never mind. They're going to make Jeffrey Zachary come back. I thought if they played it, he would get to go.
Yeah, foul ball there to the catcher. I don't understand what's going on there. You got to drop that mask and make a play with both hands right there. Can't be worried about holding on to your mask while you're trying to play baseball.
That will count as a strike nonetheless. And Zachary bit on the bait.
That high pitch sometimes looks like it's as big as a beach ball coming up there. Hard to lay off. And if you can get him to go up once, see if you can get him to go up again. That's pretty good pitching philosophy right there.
1-2 count now. 0 outs on the board as this is our first hitter of the inning. And Jeffrey Zachary. Big foul ball. If there was a reverse home run, that'd be it.
Yeah, well hit backwards. Zachary stays alive there.
Got him. A little low.
Zachary thought that one was out, a little low, but looked like a solid pitch to me.
Now you get Caleb Chola for the Wildcats. Brown cleaned up his mistakes that he made in the first inning. Has done a way better job pitching here recently.
I agree. Defense has been solid for him too, so never hurts when your defense is making plays.
That one a little low, but they called a strike, so that's going to be 1-1.
Catcher did a great job of framing that pitch right there. That right there has to be outside.
And it will be now 2-1. Another one outside, now 3-1. Brown with a little bit of pressure on him. Chola, not really any pressure at all. You can just kind of let it come to you.
Yeah, one spot, looking for one spot that you can hit it hard. Other than that, it's a take.
There you go. Now you got Cole meet Carlton coming up to bat.
Number 7,
And you get Britt Witchen in there to run.
Witchen to run for Chola. A lot more speed. See where we are here. See if we can get someone started and maybe generate a run in the running game.
I played basketball with Britt Witchen. I played it with him and against him, and I can definitely tell that little guy can run.
Yeah, he's not as little as he used to be. He's grown up a little bit.
No, that's true. Checks up, goes to second. There you go, kind of jukes out the pitcher right there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but the pitcher threw it away on the pick there. Witchen moves to second. I mean,
yeah.
That little guy, you want to talk about him being a little guy, that's one of the few Har-Ber Wildcats from this past year that are going to move on and play college football.
That is very true. Hey, when I say little, I mean little in size, but not in heart. Britt Witchen plays with the most heart I've ever seen in football.
He plays hard. He for sure does.
What's that Mark Twain quote? It's not about the size of the dog, it's about the size of the fight in the dog.
Right, exactly, that's it. And Britt's a good example of that.
Didn't think I'd quote Mark Twain here, did you?
I didn't think you knew who Mark Twain was.
I got him. I think it was Samuel Clemens.
There
That's
you
his
go.
real name.
Wow, look at you.
Played Quiz Bowl.
I'm not surprised. Checks Britt Witchen at second. Witchen ought to extend that lead a little bit. The shortstop's playing in shallow left field. There you go. Well hit ball by Carlton.
They call Witchen safe.
Carlton flies out to left field. Witchen advances on the sack fly there to third. Pretty close play over there at third, but he was clearly safe.
Yeah, if you're a millisecond slower, that's an out.
Exactly. Brings
now
up Sprague. Sprague, we'll see what happens here with him.
Now it's tasked to Sprague to bring Witchin home. Two outs on the board. The Wildcats are in scoring position. One count. As you said, the framing is very good by the catcher.
Is very good. He's a solid player. He's committed to play college ball. I can't remember the exact location that he's going to. It may be also UA Richmount.
One count. Like we've said a lot today, you're looking for the exact right pitch.
Exactly. Hit it if you get it. Otherwise, take it and reset for the next pitch.
Hit it if you get it. I like it.
There it was. He did not hit it.
But it was in position. That was going to be a strike no matter what. You had to swing. Played it a little fast. And there you go. Brown escapes the inning and escapes Witchin on third base.
Yep, that's a fine job there by Brown getting out of that.
Sprague having a little troubles at the plate, but at the same time, he's going to recover somehow. As we'll send it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Yeah.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Welcome back to JV Productions. It's 4-0 our score as the Wildcats are up by 4. Gavin Moore at the mound, and he'll be up against number 24 Cravens to start off the inning.
Other scores from around the conference: Fayetteville's leading Heritage 4-0 in the middle of the fourth. That's a big game for the Wildcats. Northside losing to Bentonville 1-0, and Rogers is playing Springdale today, up 3-0 after beating them 14-0 yesterday.
Wow. One ball on the board. And now another strike on the board. So we tie at 1-1.
Moore's really settled down these last couple of innings, or inning and a portion here, and throwing a lot more strikes. This is the Gavin Moore that people are recruiting.
Maybe that start really did affect him mentally.
It may have.
you go, 2-2 now our count, as it already was. And now a full count. Oh, that one close. A little outside, I can see it.
Yeah. Just when I start to feel good about more there, he walks one.
Yeah. Now batting at number 3, Zimmerman, or at number 7, I guess, in the lineup. Number 3 is his jersey number. There you go. Moore getting a little bit more into it.
Right back in there.
Baseball and pitching, all about that rhythm and getting into it, and Moore trying to get in his. One. And now 1-2 as that one's foul ball.
Moore strided out a little further on that one, was able to get the ball down a little bit more than he had on the previous pitch. I think that's something that people will see about him and fix as he moves on in his career.
And strikeout for Moore, as he will get the better of Zimmerman in that exchange.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Moore. Throws the batter after the fastballs. Just a solid series of pitches there for Moore.
Now you get Windell, the designated hitter. A little inside. Already the top of the fourth. It's gone by pretty quickly here.
Oh, yeah.
That one goes out.
Yeah, foul ball off the hitting shed out there.
1-1 count. Oh, that one's a strike. Interesting.
Yeah, that's it's a little lower than what he's been calling so far this game, but you know, umpires are people too. Not everyone's going to be perfect all the time.
Other than Jesus Christ, no one ever has been.
Exactly.
2-2 count. One out on the board and Moore against Windell. Oh, I guess they had it wrong on the board. Yep, they did. Never mind.
Huh.
That'll be a walk.
16 in to hit for 2.
Andrew Bergler.
In for Mitchell.
Doesn't that burn Mitchell?
Huh?
Doesn't that burn Mitchell?
No, in high school baseball, Mitchell can re-enter to play defense if they want to. The first time through, second time he's substituted for, he's out of the game.
Okay.
So,
Coach, I remember we went into a similar scenario with Chola and Henry one game.
Last week, I believe it was. Coach Helmkamp out to visit the mound here. Ridley's warming in the bullpen. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Helmkamp decides to do here. Looks like he's going to move on to Ridley in this situation. Great job by Moore today. Gets a well-deserved round of applause from the fans, and congratulations from his teammates as he leaves the field.
Ty Ridley is the option here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Ty's a solid guy, big-time strike thrower. Been a mainstay for the Wildcats the last 3 years. Used to this kind of situation. So I don't suspect the pressure will affect him at all. Crowder, college commit. Been a strike thrower since basically, 9 or 10 years old.
A lot of Crowder commits from Har-Ber High School. You've got Felder and Clark Jenkins there right now.
Fender and Clark.
Fender, sorry.
Yeah, Fender and Clark Jenkins.
I get the names
there now.
mixed up. Fender and Clark Jenkins, apologies. And then you're going to have Zachary and Ridley going.
Next year. I mean, it's 45 minutes away. It's a good opportunity for the kids to go up there and have an opportunity to play at a high level of baseball. Crowder is a nationally recognized junior college program. Every couple of years, they are a junior college World Series participant. So it's a good opportunity for the kids. And they have a long history here at Har-Ber, going back to Adam Scoggins at least 10 or 12 years ago. Adam went there, went to Oral Roberts, went into the Dodgers minor league system, still playing today. Out of Crowder and out of Har-Ber.
That's the thing I see Crowder as is, you remember in the olden days when 1700s where you'd see the vice presidency as a stepping stone to the presidency. I see Crowder as a stepping stone to D1.
Right, and that's what they look to be. With the way things work now, it kind of works both ways, but Crowder's a solid program, and you know what you're going to get there as a player. The coach there, Travis Lallemand, he's been there, as far as I can tell, since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
The stadium is Lallemand Family Field, and he's still coaching there, so he's been there a while.
Yeah. One out on the board. Ty Ridley is brought into the ball game now for the Wildcats. You've got 2 on base, 1 at second, 1 at first.
Be nice to get a strikeout or a pop-up right here.
His first throw will go into the dirt. And there you go. Getting to the swing, his first strike of the day.
Yeah, Ridley's throwing a little harder today. I guess this opportunity as a reliever gives him an opportunity to come in and go 100% for a couple of 3 innings and not have to extend himself. Couldn't think of exactly what I wanted to say there.
Got him. Now 2-2.
Good looking pitch there.
There you go. Ty Ridley gets it down the middle.
Heat, heat, heat. Just throwing it hard. Comes back to the top of the lineup here, Allen. A dangerous hitter for the Mavs.
Wow, some wind.
Yeah, while it was probably a good idea not to set up the tent today, it would be nice to have set up a screen today for some of the wind.
I'm just glad we got little wind protectors on our mics, otherwise people would not be happy at home. Well, I do. I have a protector.
Ridley jumps ahead there, 1-0-1.
Now 0-2. The pitch on the way, a little high for Ridley.
Yep, set up pitch there. Chola calling for it high. I think we may see something back down here on this pitch.
One-two count. Ridley on the way.
There it is.
Gets him to swing, drops it. But over to Felder for a routine play. Chola keeps it in front of him and gets the out. Ridley, I mean, that's how you want to start out hitting, or pitching, I should say.
Yeah, that's typical Ty Ridley effectiveness right there. Comes in, strikes, throwing strikes, getting outs, and preserves the lead.
As we'll take it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new furniture for your living room, your dining room, your bedroom, even a comfortable new mattress. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
As I was talking to Mr. Stewart, one of my favorite people of all time. If you know him around the Har-Ber circles, he's been here since '05 and teaching U.S. history. Just an amazing teacher. As we get back to the action here.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to check the scores there from the other games around the conference. Looks like things are delayed a little bit in updating the scores.
Center fielder, number 3.
And
who we got pitching it? Same pitcher, 33 in?
Yes, Brown.
No, that's 33 in to pitch. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, same pitcher. My mistake.
As his walk-up sign, danger, Gibson will come up.
Yeah, he's like I say, he's been hot here recently. Brown's done a pretty good job in this game, other than that first inning where there were several errors by his defense.
He corrected some mistakes for sure.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Gibson, you could see the twitch. He was ready to knock that one out. It just wasn't a good enough pitch to kind of get it lined up. One count. I think it hit him. Yep, it did. That's the thing you got to do. If you're a hitter, just take it. Take it, you get a base.
That's simple. Wear one for the team, as they always used to say. That one was off speed. Didn't look like it hit him that hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get hit by it, but
no.
Dylan just shakes it off, moves down to first base.
I quit baseball for a reason in 7th grade because I knew it'd get faster and faster, and I was already scared of the ball.
Yep.
So I was like, if a 90-mile-per-hour Ross Felder baseball came at me or a Cooper Dawson baseball came at me, I am gone.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of the ball and play this game, that's for sure. Acuff squares to bunt there, takes the ball high.
Could be a sacrifice play, you think?
I think that that's probably a pretty good opportunity here. Add on to the lead if you can. While you're up 4-0, you don't want to be in a position where one bad inning can kill you or one bad at bat can kill you with a grand slam there.
Brown pitching. He's watching Gibson at first intently. Gibson trying to steal and gets there.
Yeah. Gibson got a good jump there. Kind of potentially takes away the sacrifice bunt. I guess you could sacrifice him to third here if you wanted to. Called strike on Acuff there. Not reflective on the scoreboard here, but so appears to be a 1-1 count.
So I got a question for you. Who does the laundry for this baseball team?
Well, it depends is the answer to that. At our house, the player does the laundry. Now, at other places, I would suggest it might be someone else. I know the gray uniforms are new this year, and Coach Helmkamp wants those washed. So I think he takes them up and gets those taken care of. But past that, at most places, it's going to be either the player or the mama.
Yes.
I guess I don't want to be sexist. It could be the daddy, too. But
yeah. I was about to say, because Gibson's parents or himself is not going to be happy after he had to slide in. I guess that's part of the game, but at the same time, woo.
Part of it.
Oh, Acuff fakes a bunt, hits it into center field, and drops on the play. And that's wind a little bit right there. The ball was carried a little bit to the left where he wasn't expecting it to go.
And it came back, I think it came back towards the plate a little bit more than Allen thought it would there. He didn't get a great jump on it. Acuff singles. Gibson stays at second because it looked like the ball could have been caught. Brings up Felder here.
Felder hit a double last time, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, hit it in the gap out there.
Oh, they call that a strike? I thought it was a little low. Might have been a good breaking ball.
Looked to me like a good job by the catcher also, stealing that pitch for his pitcher in a situation where, every run's going to matter right here.
Oh, there you go. Line drive. They're telling Gibson, go home, go home. And they get him there.
Throws cut by Sword. Gibson scores. 5-0 Cats.
There you go. The Wildcats have scored in 2 of the 4 innings played. Now Caleb Keller up to bat. Little bunt by Keller.
Keller's not going to be happy with his effort right there. The ball's got to go down, not up. You can tell he's frustrated with what he did there.
Gets himself a strike.
Well, and that's a dangerous play for a double play right there. pop up on a bunt when everyone else is supposed to be moving. See if he swings away here, tries to get another one down.
Looks like he's going for a sacrifice play.
Much better job.
Wow. Didn't even have to sacrifice himself. He got on base.
That's the thing about Keller. He's got the speed. If he puts that bunt anywhere but right back to the pitcher, he's in pretty good shape to outrun it. I mean, the first one I thought he didn't square around quite as well, but nice job there getting the pitch or getting the bunt down to the third base side, where they don't have a chance to make a play against him.
In a scary situation for the Mavericks now, as two of the strongest, and I mean literal strongest, hitters for the Wildcats are in position. And then you've got, after that, I think, who do you got? I think you got Carlton. Who is, so you've got three of your strongest hitters up next, and you got 0 outs on the board.
Right, Cats need to put this game away right here. Instead we get a pop-up. I don't understand why the umpire's not calling an infield fly there.
The right fielder, number 4, Jeff.
Now Jeff Zachary, who is a home run extraordinaire for the Wildcats.
I think that play right there is the area that, as he moves forward in the next couple of years as a junior and senior, that Cornelison will take a little more advantage of. Maybe take a pitch there, see where he is, rather than pop one up. That's out of play by Zachary behind us here. I'm just telling you, Connor, if that ball's coming at us, I'm pulling you in front of me. I can. Yeah. You're taking it before me.
Okay. Don't preserve the youth. Jeff, another foul ball. He's swinging for the fences.
Yes, a nice, solid swing by Zachary there. Great pitch by the pitcher, gets him chasing that breaking ball. We'll see how Jeffrey responds here, how the Mavericks respond right here.
Another foul.
That's the pitch Zachary wanted right there. He's an inside pitch hitter, just pulled that one a little foul. Fly ball, that should score a run right there.
Got him. That's to score 2 runs.
No, sir.
Oh, no, 1. Okay, one. Sorry.
Scores 1. A-Cuff advances on the sac fly to center field.
When I thought you said scored a run, I thought you meant you got someone. My bad.
Oh, yeah, no, should score a run. Our runners at first and second stay put. Brings up Chola. We were wrong on our batting order. That's my fault. Chola, then Carlton.
Got it. You got some power in Chola as well. He's hit some home run.
Right, all right. I mean, Cats have put up a crooked number here. That's what you need to do with the bases loaded and no outs is put up some crooked number.
Throws it in the dirt. 1-1. 2 quick outs for the Wildcats, but also 2 points. Or 2 runs, I should say.
2 runs, yep. Chola in a position to really put the dagger in Southside here. with a base hit.
And you said it is by 10.
Say again?
10.
10.
Going into the 5th.
10, but I don't know that the Cats are really worried about that mercy rule as much as they're worried about keeping the bats going. Pop up, that's a tough play right there. That wind is really blowing. Sorg didn't realize he had it there.
Yeah.
But made the play.
Sorg made 2 very good run-in kind of plays in that inning.
Well, I mean, theoretically, he's the best guy they got. Oklahoma commit. He should be able to play some defense. I remember when Big Dave used to play shortstop over there, and he just outgrew that position. Now first baseman.
As that'll send us to a quick commercial break. Ty Ridley pitching for the Wildcats when we come back.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances. From refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back as we directly into the action. 2 strikes thrown by Ridley already. Didn't miss much.
Didn't miss much. Missed 2 really good pitches by Ridley.
Against Pruitt. And now 1-2.
I don't know that Pruitt's seen what Ridley's got before at any level that he's played at. Be interesting to see how he responds here.
Does get a bat on that one. Coming in this game, they really scouted more and then got stuck with Ridley.
Well, I mean, rarely are you going to see a guy go 7 innings in high school. And like I said earlier, Ridley's been around the program and been a solid pitcher for Har-Ber for a few years now. So I think everyone's probably fairly familiar with him in the conference. There you go.
Got him.
I will say that it looks like his velocity's ticked up a little bit here the last this year as opposed to in the past.
Sorg up to bat. Has a very tall box. Wish they had like a basketball roster where it was listed height, because I want to see how tall he is.
I saw somewhere and standing next to him, he's about 6'3" or so. He's not as big as he looks from over here.
Count. There's the first strike for Ridley.
They'll get him over to Oklahoma next year, and he'll come back in the spring looking like an entirely different kid. Spending some time in the weight room there. Well hit ball in the center field.
There you go. Good play right there by the center fielder for the Wildcats. Can't really see the number.
Gibson.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why I didn't think that. I knew Zachary was in right. I knew Sprague was in left.
Yeah, Gibson makes good play there. The wind blowing in, that makes that a little bit tougher on him.
Here's the catcher, Jackson. He reared back. He wanted that one, but it went a little outside, so he let it go. 1-0 count, 2 outs on the board for Ridley. I don't think Ridley's allowed a hit off of him yet.
Not so far, but you know, he's been in an inning, an inning and a third now. You know, it's just a matter of time. I don't expect perfection from anybody.
Like you got from Ross last night?
Well, yeah, Ross no hit him last night. That was certainly a well pitched game by him.
Now a 3-1 count.
Yeah, Ridley behind here, kind of got a groove one, especially up 6-0. Going to pitch to contact, I would imagine.
He knows where that box is. He's throwing to it right there.
Yeah, good looking pitch.
3-2 count. It's a full count with 2 outs on the board. Ridley against the ropes here if he wants to end the inning. And if that wouldn't have been tipped, that would have been it.
Yeah, I think that one got Chola a little bit. He's a pretty tough kid, though. He pops right up and gets a new ball ready to go.
Played basketball on a rec league team with Chola and Henry Acuff. And boy, you don't get to see it a lot sometimes, but they are some of the fastest people I've met. They've got some speed behind them. That one up for Felder and good. Routine play for Felder at first. He's done a great job at first tonight, just playing his role to perfection.
Exactly, another kid that can move around and play a bunch of different positions for
Yeah,
Har-Ber.
you see him at pitcher, third base, first base, shortstop. I mean, it's
He's
limitless.
played some second too, so.
Yeah. As we'll send it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on JV Productions.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back to JV Productions as we bring you back into the action. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The Wildcats lead 6-0 against the Southside Mavericks, continuing from their hitting success last night of an 8-0 win. So they've really had the bat going in these 2 games against the Mavericks.
Had the bat going, had the defense going. You know, a lot of Har-Ber's problems the last few weeks and throughout this season has been on the defensive end. I'm happy to see that we're looking at 0 errors today so far and 0 errors yesterday. Excellent job by the Cats there.
And they've been tested as well. It's not like it hasn't been getting to them.
Right.
So that's a good sign for sure.
Right. It's not just been strikeouts. It's been plays being made.
And like you said, you get closer and closer to playoffs. And as we get closer, we need to have more perfection games on the defensive side. No errors. Limit the errors at least to 1 or 2 per game.
Right, I agree. You know, they're playing solid right now.
Cole Carlton will lead off for the Wildcats here. Hits that one to right field, maybe center right, and that's caught.
Nice play by the right fielder.
That's going to be Beeland who makes that play. And here is Braden Sprague.
Yeah, not been the best day for Sprague. Hopefully he can put a ball in play at least today.
That one's a ball, so going to let it come to him in this one. Six runs for the Wildcats. They're in no need of scoring right now. I mean, they'd like it, but no need for it at all.
Right. You just want to keep the bats going every inning. Put the pressure on the pitcher with a hit or two. Just keep after him.
That one's a strike. 2-1 count now. Sprague nails it. Left field and caught. Routine play for the left fielder.
Well hit ball by Sprague there, a little high, a little into the wind.
I think that's
play
Mitchell.
by that left fielder.
I think it's Mitchell.
Say again?
I think it's Mitchell that made that play.
Mitchell, yes.
I'm learning my numbers.
Yeah, there you go. Brings up Gibson.
Yes, Gibson, we said he's got his back going recently, so going to see if he can get it going in this ball game.
Yeah, he had a strikeout earlier. He has a little bit of a tendency to get down on himself when things don't go his way, but right now he's in a good space mentally.
The mental side of baseball is such a huge thing.
Exactly. It's the whole game when you get right down to it.
Doesn't look like this one will be over in 5. The
Well,
Wildcats might have wanted that, but
oh yeah.
oh, I think that's going to count as an error as Gibson runs for the fences and gets first.
Yep. Booted by the third baseman there.
And if you're the Mavericks defense, you haven't had the ideal game. You've had 4 errors in one game.
I mean, defense wins championships.
Yes.
That's what I'll say about that.
And it's not like they've been hard errors. Some of them have been definitely preventable.
No, the ball to the shortstop earlier is Acuff fouls the ball off to right field. The ball earlier to the shortstop was a little bit of a difficult play, but other than that, it's been pretty routine plays that they have not made.
2 outs on the board, 1 strike on the board, 0-1 count against Acuff.
Quick update from Rogers Heritage. Fayetteville 4, Heritage 1 in the bottom of the 5th.
Ooh.
Important game for the Cats.
Towards the standings.
Towards the standings, exactly.
What standing are we in currently? I think the
third.
3. Yeah, 3.
Third, behind Rogers and Rogers Heritage.
Fayetteville could mess that up real quick.
Fayetteville could help us out a little bit.
Would that propel the Wildcats back into second?
I think a tie.
Tie for second.
And a tie for second, and we hold the tiebreaker over Heritage. So
there you go.
Put us in a little bit better shape.
And like we've talked about before, that second place is very important towards the playoffs.
Exactly. A bye. Gibson running and up easy. Steals that base on the pitcher halfway to second base before he lets go of the ball.
Just a little stunt right there by Jackson, and just allowed enough time for Gibson to sprint his way to second.
Yeah. But yeah, that second place kind of vital for the Cats this year. You know, not as deep a pitching as we've had in the past. So sometimes you would like that bye to avoid an extra game.
You say that, and I think about last year's crew of Cooper Dossett, and in your backup position you had Ross Felder. That's a very good 1-2 punch at the pitching.
Right, and anytime you were in a situation where you needed 2 games, that's a group that you feel like puts you in good shape. You finish third in the conference, you got to play 3 games in 3 days, and makes it a little more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Two. A little high. Now a full count against Acuff. You got Brown pitching, Acuff hitting, and
while I
Dylan
was busy
Gibson
talking about
on
the
third.
standings, Gibson stole third.
Yeah, I didn't even see it either. Woo! Went for the umpire's head. Did Acuff.
RBI for Acuff. Gibson scores. Looks like that's going to be probably it for the Southside pitcher.
A little bit of guillotine action, went for the head.
Yeah, umpire got out of the way there. That's what they paid him for, to be quick on his feet. Sure isn't for the calls he makes.
So glad I did not decide to do that. I reffed basketball for the rec league, and they asked me if I wanted to be an umpire for baseball. No, because I'm not that quick, I can tell you that.
Well, and it's another place that you can't be scared of the ball.
Yeah.
New pitcher for Southside. Looks to be number 2.
Mitchell. They bring him out of left field into pitch.
Yeah, and looks like they switched positions there. Move the left fielder into pitch. Move the pitcher over to third, and move Cravens, the third baseman, out into left field.
So a little bit of shifting here from the Mavericks, but they're going to see if it'll work out for them, as they're going to try their hand with Mitchell.
Exactly.
Which you're going to see how it goes, obviously. It's going to be interesting to see as we're going to send it to a quick commercial break as they warm up the pitcher right here.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Welcome back as we are into the action. Mitchell's warming up still, and Ross Felder. How would you feel if you're a new pitcher coming to the game and you've got to pitch against Felder first?
Well, I'd not be happy about it, but I would at least feel better that there's 2 outs and there's only a man on first base.
That's true.
So you can get out of this if you're the new pitcher, but also Felder could do some damage here.
Felder could definitely do some damage, and you're in a position, if you're the Wildcats, where you could put this game to bed. If
almost.
You get 2 more or 3 more runs. Now, that's easier said than done.
Yes, exactly.
And Acuff steals second.
I think they've decided that they can take any base they want against the Southside team today, especially this inning, just running and running and running on them.
And I want to give you one time, give me a guess on who you think has stolen the most bases this season.
You know, I believe it's Gibson.
Gibson probably after this game, but coming into this game, it's Jackson Lanning.
Lanning, yep. I've been surprised to see to not see Lanning the last few days playing. Oh, Felder, well hit ball. That is into the help camp.
And caught by a fan.
That is into the campground for a home run, 2-run home
wow.
run. Felder's having quite a week here. That's his first no-hitter yesterday. First home run as a Wildcat today.
Woo.
Pretty good couple of days.
Ross Felder. Oh, wow. Give us an update on that game.
Yeah, Fayetteville was up 4-1 over Heritage. Now we're in the bottom of the sixth. Heritage has scored 4 runs. It's now 5-4. Rogers Heritage over Fayetteville.
Wow, that changed real quick.
Yeah, happened real quick. Keller pop up into shallow center field. That's in no man's land. And down.
And that gets Keller to first, and the Wildcats keep the bat going with 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, right there. Tough play into no man's land there. Texas leaguer, single by Keller. No one's got a play on that in this win for Southside.
And Corneliuson has an opportunity here to put this one away if he can get Keller. If he can do a double.
Earlier this season, Corneliuson hit a grand slam against Excelsior Springs in the 5th inning to end a game. Can walk this one off here.
I like that info.
Keller running, pop up by Corneliuson. Play made by, looks like the third baseman over there. We're kind of obstructed to end the inning.
As that will end the inning and send us to 7 innings.
Well, to a 6th inning. If the Cats score another one in the bottom of the 6th without giving up one, we still would have the mercy rule.
We'll send it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on JV Productions.
Want to turn this into this? Get to tax refund days at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance. Use your tax refund money to get great new appliances, from refrigerators to ranges, from washer and dryer pairs to dishwashers. There's never been a better time to save than right now. Plus, save even more with Tucker's special financing. You've got this. We've got this. We'll make sure you get the most for your tax refund. Now at Tucker's Furniture and Appliance.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back, Har-Ber fans. If you missed anything, well, you missed an out. Routine play, well, not a routine, it was pretty good play, actually, for the Wildcats.
Yeah, ground ball to Keller. Keller makes makes a play that he makes 95, 98% of the time. Throws a runner out at first.
Cravens up to bat. That one a little outside for Ridley. 1-1 count. Now 6-4 in the Heritage game against Fayetteville. Heritage up.
Rogers up 4-0 on 8-0, excuse me, on Springdale in the bottom of the 6th.
Got him. Did Ridley. They had it wrong on the board, so it was a little confusing, but at the same time, they got him.
2 outs remaining. That brings up number 2, Carter Zimmerman.
Carter Zimmerman up to bat. Got him on the first. Wait, nope. I don't know what that is. I don't think they're getting it right on the board.
Say it again.
I don't think they're getting it right on the board. I think he just held up a 2. Never mind. They're right. 1-1. Never question the board.
At Northside, well, question the board sometimes, but last game in the conference today, Northside loses to Bentonville 4-3 at Northside. Northside's been in quite a slump since they came up here and beat Har-Ber.
Well, if you want to knock off someone, you knocked off one of the top teams, so.
True.
That was one of the things you saw in basketball that happens a lot, is some teams can knock off the top teams but can't knock off the middle or the bottom.
That's true, that's true.
There you go, the inning done and over as Ridley pitches it out.
Ridley feeling it today.
He is feeling it. He was brought in for more about, I think that was his 3rd inning pitching or 2.5. And he has done an amazing job in his filling in role.
He has. The Cats with going to the bottom 6 need a run to finish this one out. We'll see how that works out for him.
And I think you got Jeffrey Zachary going to lead you off here, possibly. I think you subbed, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we may see a few pinch hitters. That's Walker Smith with the bat in his hands right now.
Might do it. The Wildcats don't really care if it ends now or if it ends later.
Right. I mean, you know, it's a good time to get some guys, some at-bats that you may need going into the playoffs, going into the last few weeks of the season. You know, Smith's just one small injury away from being an everyday player. And you never know, if he gets his back going, he may be a regular player anyway.
He might take that designated hitter position, might move Cole Carlton somewhere else, you never know.
Well, and you know, Walker's pretty solid second baseman, pretty solid shortstop, so, you know, we'll see what happens here.
Wildcats, number 9, Walker Smith.
Got Caleb Smith with a bat in his hand on the on-deck circle.
Yep,
so it
Smiths.
looks like we may have a Smith inning if we can get Brady Smith up to bat here. Known Walker
Smith.
a long time. He always wears that number 9. Good old Niner. 9 runs on the board today too.
Yep, looking to make it 10 is Smith against Mitchell. A little high. A little high and inside. Another ball on the board.
Yep.
Nope, they're calling that a strike.
That one's to the backstop.
I think he signaled 1-1. I could be messing up completely here. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that makes the count 3-0 right there.
He's signaling 2-1.
Did he?
He did.
Okay. Well, doesn't matter. That's a single for Smith to the outfield right there.
There you go.
Now batting number 5,
Caleb Smith. Like the walkout music.
Well, yes.
This is actually my ringtone. Knocks it for his first hit and knocks it to center field. Quick at bat.
Well hit ball though. I mean, Smith's hit pretty hard. Had in the last couple of games. It's good for him to get some at bats. Seth Daniels up to hit. Another senior that we're trying to get a little bit of playing time. Seth's your third catcher. Been in the program since a freshman year. It's good to get him some playing time when you can get him some playing time. I'd like to see him get a chance to catch this next inning if possible. Always been a team player. That is Brady Smith.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
If Daniels reaches, we do get a third Smith this inning.
The Smith inning.
Nice effort by Sorg over there, diving for that ball. Just came up a little bit short.
Thought he got it for a second.
Got it on a short hop. I appreciate that hustle there, though.
Yes, very much.
Senior leader in a 9-0 game, doing everything he can do for his team. That's how you build a program.
And out.
Yeah. Pruitt
number 29.
records the out on that pop-up right there by Daniels. And we do get our third Smith of the evening.
Yes.
Brady's in to bat this inning.
Brady Smith.
Swinging
a
at the
bomb.
first pitch. That is just foul. Just foul. Few feet from ending that game right there. Brady Smith hit that ball hard, folks.
Whew, that was a power hit. I thought that was out.
Well, it was out, just a little bit foul.
Can he do it again? A little inside. 1-1 count, 2 outs on the board. Brady Smith up to bat.
I like how him and Caleb Smith both jumped on that first pitch. Strike coming off the bench. As a pitcher, you got to think the guy's going to be a little bit, wow. That is probably going to drive in the run right there.
And that's game if it is.
I think that ball is under the fence for a ground rule double, which requires Walker Smith to go back to third base.
Wow, okay.
So runners on second and third. The Smith brothers could not quite get the win for the Cats. Get Winter Clampett.
Yeah, you put another senior in a position to do it.
Yeah, yep, which we like, and you know, Winter doesn't get a lot of at-bats. He's primarily a pitcher for this Har-Ber team. It'd be a good career highlight for him if he can win this game.
He could put it away for the Cats.
Ooh.
1-1 count. Wide stance from Clampett.
Yeah, a lot of room out there in right field for him too.
2-1 count. 2 outs on the board. 2 people on base, second and third for the Wildcats. And they could end this game with 1 hit from Clampett. Clampett's let it come to him. He's not forcing the issue.
Right. I mean, and from Southside's perspective, you got an open base here. You don't have to give in here. Can see what you've got. 3-2 full count here. You got Austin Jones in the on-deck circle.
Ooh.
I don't know that Austin's had an at-bat so far this year, so it'd be nice to get him one too, if you can. See how this goes for Clampett.
And low, and Clampett will go to first.
Base
now
is loaded. Gonna see some Austin Jones here.
There we go. Didn't get to see him pitch, but we get to see him hit. What a luxury.
Yeah, I think we've, you know, like you say, we didn't get to see him pitch today, but I think that'll be solved Thursday at Bishop Kelly. I feel sure that he'll get an inning or 2 over there at least, and be nice to get a hit here for him. Another senior, another commit for Har-Ber, going to UCA to pitch.
Oh, he was ready to nail that one.
Yep, just missed it. It's tough coming into this situation. Hadn't swung a bat in a while, so we'll see how it works out for him.
Two strikes in the books.
Yeah, great athlete. Really has helped the team so far this year, pitching and running some bases and playing some left field. So we'll see how this goes for him. There you go, puts the ball in play. Oh, that's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game.
That is the game. And there you go, Austin Jones in his first at-bat of the season ends it, and they're going to bombard him with some water over there, and that's how you want to do it if you're the Wildcats. You have Ross Felder coming to this inning. I think it was this inning, or yes, it was this inning.
Last inning.
Last inning, hit a home run, nails someone home, and then now you just finish it off. What a great game for the Wildcats.
Yeah, by letting a lot of your guys that are great team players get some at-bats there in that inning.
Yes.
You can come out with a run, shows you how deep this Wildcat team is.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy on that bench can contribute.
Exactly. Austin Jones being the one that did it there, as well as the Smith brothers and Winter Clampett.
Exactly.
You had 4 people who are all deep into this roster step up for the Wildcats.
Exactly, and you know, even Caleb Smith got a nice solid poke at the ball there. It just didn't get down. That's part of it. But what I'm thrilled about today, 11 hits for the Cats.
11 hits. No errors is what I'm thrilled about for the Cats.
Both of
the
those
defense
things
was perfection today.
Yeah, both of those things. You know, the Cats keep this going. They're starting to get themselves ready.
That is a dangerous team come playoff time.
Potentially.
No errors, 11 hits. I don't know what better you can do in a game other than not allow a hit at all.
Exactly.
Which is what they did last night.
Exactly.
So that's going to do it for us today on JV Productions. We'll see you next time.